Did you know that behind a seemingly ordinary appearance hid one of the most terrifying men in history? His name was Jeffrey Dahmer, and what he did left scars that could never be erased. From a very young age, he displayed strange behaviors. While other children played with toy cars or soccer, Jeffrey preferred to wander through the woods collecting dead animals. He dissected them with his own hands and kept the bones in glass jars. He claimed it was curiosity, but in reality, he was already cultivating a darkness that no one wanted to see. His childhood was dark, parents who constantly argued, a broken family, and a loneliness that accompanied him day and night. In high school, Jeffrey was already drinking alcohol to silence the voices in his head. He was a shy boy with a vacant stare, as if something inside him didn't belong to this world. The first terrifying episode occurred in 1978. When he was only 18, he had just graduated from high school when he saw a young man hitchhiking. He offered him beer and company at his house. The young man accepted, unaware that he would never return home that night. What happened next marked the beginning of the darkness that would haunt Dahmer for the rest of his life. After that first crime, Jeffrey didn't stop. Years passed, but his morbid desire grew. He lured young men into bars, on the street, and in shopping malls. He promised them money, fun, or simply friendship. Once inside his apartment, they were trapped. Some were drugged, others chained. The most disturbing thing was that Dahmer didn't just want to be with them alive, but also after they were dead. In his apartment, one of the most disturbing scenes in criminal history was found. Skulls as trophies, Polaroid photos of every step of his acts, human body parts in the refrigerator, and a large tank of acid where he dissolved entire bodies. All of this because he dreamed of building an altar, a shrine of bones and skulls that, according to him, would make him feel accompanied forever. The most chilling thing was how he managed to hide everything for so long. Several times, neighbors called the police about the sickening odors and strange noises coming from Dahmer's apartment. But Dahmer always came up with excuses. It's just rotting meat. My fish spoiled, and the police left him alone. Even a young man managed to escape naked and chained, begging for help. But the police returned him to Jeffrey, believing it was just a domestic dispute. That mistake allowed him to continue his reign of terror for even longer. It all ended in 1991, when another victim escaped and convinced the police to enter that apartment of horrors. What they saw horrified them. Photos, human remains, containers with heads, knives, and the altar Dahmer was building. There was no doubt. What lurked there was the mind of a true monster. He was arrested and sentenced to life in prison. In prison, he claimed he couldn't control his impulses, that it was like a force possessing him. But in 1994, his own darkness caught up with him. A cellmate attacked and killed him. That was the end of Jeffrey Dahmer's public story. Though questions remain unanswered. Was he born this way? Or did the world make him into what he was? And the scariest thing is to think that, while you sleep peacefully in your home, someone else might have the same obsessions as him. Because the real fear is that monsters aren't always under the bed. Sometimes they walk among us. And if this story gave you chills, give it a like and don't miss the next one, because the worst is yet to come.